Hi. So I have a few overripe bananas, so I thought I would go ahead and make some banana bread. And I picked out a recipe online. I don't have a regular banana bread recipe, but I picked one out just because it doesn't need vanilla extract, and that is something I don't have right now. So I wanted to find one that didn't have that. So I'm going to try it out and I will show you how it goes and let you know if it's good or not. The first thing we're going to do is preheat the oven to 350 degrees. For this recipe, you will need several overripe bananas. What I do to keep my overripe bananas is every time that I have one left over that is too ripe for me to want to eat, I stick it in my freezer and they become really brown like this, and they look really bad, but they're great for banana bread. So I have saved up 3, and every time I have 3 or so, I go ahead and make a loaf. Then you will need some eggs, some butter, some brown sugar, some regular flour, baking soda, and salt, and a loaf pan. The first thing we're going to do is add 2 cups of flour. Then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And we're going to stir this all together. Okay, then we're going to put the dry ingredients aside and get a smaller bowl. And we're going to throw in 1/2 cup of butter, so 1 stick. And I'm just going to toss this in the microwave for just a few seconds so that it can soften a little bit. Okay, that's softened a lot. So now we're going to add 3/4 cups of the brown sugar. There we go. And then we're going to beat it all together just with our hand mixer. Alright, so this is mixed. There's still a few lumps of sugar in here, but I'm going to go ahead and leave those in there until I'm mashing the bananas, because then I'll have a fork and it'll be easier to get those out at that point. The next thing we're going to do is add 2 eggs. Okay, now we're going to add our overripe bananas. It says to add 2 1/3 cups, but I'm just going to go ahead and add my 3 bananas. I don't know how much that adds up to be, but that's what I have on hand. And they need to be mashed, so I'm just going to go ahead and use a fork and mash them up. Now we're back to our flour mixture, and we're just going to add the banana mixture into this a little bit at a time and just stir it until it's moistened. Next, you just grease your loaf pan, which I just did with cooking spray. And I always like to cook with foil because then you can just lift the whole thing out when you're done. So I lined it with that, and you just put in all of your dough, and then we're going to stick it in the oven. And it's going to be in here for about an hour. Here is the finished banana bread. It came out a little bit darker than I'd probably like. I'm not sure if it's because of that it just uses brown sugar or because just because it baked, very dark. So I might either cover it or cook it a little bit shorter of a time next time because it was in there for an hour. But anyway, it looks pretty good still, so I'm gonna go ahead and try it. It is very good. Even though it was kind of dark, it doesn't taste burnt or anything. It might just be that it used the brown sugar. So anyway, it's delicious, it's a good recipe, and it's really not that difficult to make. So there you go. I'll link the recipe down below. Thanks for watching. Bye.